If you're about to hit checkout on an Apple TV 4K, put your wallet away for a few minutes because you are dangerously close to locking yourself into years of regret. I'm not being dramatic. The Apple TV that's sitting on store shelves. Today is about to feel like a relic, and you need to hear why before you spend a single dollar. For almost 4 years, it looked like Apple had completely walked away from the living room. No meaningful hardware refreshes. No groundbreaking tvOS updates. Meanwhile, competitors like Roku, Amazon, and Google kept pumping out new streaming sticks and smart TV platforms. Everyone started asking the same question. Did Apple quietly give up on home entertainment? Now we finally know the answer. The silence wasn't abandonment. It was strategy. Apple has been setting up something much bigger than a minor Apple TV spec bump. The leaks, the rumors, the patterns in Apple's software roadmap, they're all pointing to one thing. A radically redesigned Apple TV 4K targeted for spring 2026 that doesn't just stream movies, but completely redefines what your television actually is. If you're wondering, should I buy an Apple TV in 2024 or wait for the next Apple TV 4K? This is exactly what you need to hear, because the next Apple TV 4K isn't just an upgrade dot. It's the moment your TV becomes the brain of your entire smart home. Let's break it down. Reason number 1, timing and software. Why Apple is waiting. For 22.6. All signs point to a spring 2026 release window. Think March or April. On the surface, that sounds like Apple is just dragging its feet. But when you zoom in on the software side, it starts to make perfect sense. The rumored foundation of this device is tvOS 26.4. That sounds boring, right? Just another version number. But tvOS 26.4 is reportedly the build that fully unlocks Apple Intelligence across the home. Not on your Mac, not on your iPhone. In your living room. This is the update that turns the Apple TV from a simple streaming box into a powerful, always available AI assistant for your entire household. You'll be able to say things like, Siri, dim the living room lights, start a cozy movie night, and turn on Do Not Disturb on my phone. And instead of a dumb one-line response, your Apple TV will actually understand context. It will talk to your smart lights, adjust your HomeKit accessories, pick a family-friendly movie based on your preferences, and even make sure your phone isn't blowing up with notifications. That kind of intelligence can't run on the chips inside the current Apple TV, which brings us to the next massive shift. Reason number 2. The A17 Pro chip, console-class power in your TV box. According to multiple reports, the 2026 Apple TV 4000 is expected to be powered by Apple's A17 Pro chip, the same professional-grade processor found in the iPhone 15 Pro, a chip designed to handle console-level A8 games like Resident Evil Village. So why in the world would a streaming box need iPhone Pro-level performance? Not for Netflix, not for YouTube, not even primarily for Apple Arcade. It needs that power for intelligence. Today's Siri on Apple TV is embarrassingly basic. It can search for a show, maybe open an app, but it doesn't understand nuance, preferences, or complex requests. It can't hold context. It can't act like a real assistant. The A17 Pro changes that. This processor gives the Apple TV enough horsepower to run advanced on-device language models, the same class of AI that powers Apple Intelligence without having to send every single query to the cloud. That means faster responses, better privacy, more natural conversations, far deeper understanding of what you actually mean. Imagine sitting on your couch and saying, Siri, find a lighthearted 80s comedy that's safe for kids, under 2 hours long and available in 4K, and don't show anything we've already watched. Old Siri wouldn't know where to start. The 2026 Apple TV, powered by A17 Pro and Apple Intelligence, can parse that entire sentence. It understands lighthearted, 80s, safe for kids, under 2 hours, in 4K, and even cross-references your watch history. You're not just scrolling through endless thumbnails anymore. You're having an actual conversation with your TV. And that doesn't stop at content discovery. Think bigger. Pause the movie when the baby monitor detects noise. Turn down the lights when the trailer ends and the movie starts. Remind me about my meeting tomorrow morning. As soon as I turn the TV off, your Apple TV stops being a passive box and becomes the central hub of your digital life at home. And that's only possible because of the raw power of the A17 Pro chip. Reason number 3. The N1 connectivity chip. Everything just works. All. The processing power in the world is useless if your devices can't talk to each other reliably. And if you've ever tried to quickly enter a password from your iPhone and the prompt never appears, AirPlay a video and it stutters or disconnects. Use your Apple TV with smart home accessories and experience constant lag. You already know the weak link in the current setup. Connectivity. This is where the rumored N1 communication chip comes in. Originally spotted in early iPhone 17 leaks, the N1 is expected to be Apple's next-generation connectivity controller. And the 2026 Apple TV 4K is likely one of the first home devices to benefit from it. What does that mean for you? Faster, more reliable fade performance, rock-solid AirPlay with dramatically less buffering, near-instant pairing, and setup with your iPhone, iPad, or Mac, seamless communication with Thread and Matter-based smart home devices, reduced latency for HomeKit cameras, sensors, and smart locks. The N1's entire mission is to make sure everything in your Apple ecosystem talks to everything else instantly, securely, and without the random quirks that drive you crazy today. That annoying moment where you're standing in front of your TV waiting for your phone to recognize it. Gone. The random AirPlay disconnects during family movie night. Gone. It's the kind of invisible upgrade you don't notice when it's working, but you absolutely notice when it isn't. And in the 2026 Apple TV, it's the silent hero that holds your entire Apple home together. And on top of all this, Apple isn't ignoring the visuals either. Get ready for Dolby Vision 2 support. If you own a high-end old or mini LED display, this matters. Dolby Vision 2 is expected to offer even more accurate color reproduction, deeper, more realistic contrast, smarter scene-by-scene tone mapping, better performance in challenging lighting conditions. In plain English, your movies, TV shows, and games will look noticeably better. The picture will feel more cinematic, with finer detail in dark scenes and more nuance in bright highlights. The 2026 Apple TV 4K isn't just an AI hub, it's still a serious premium media player. Reason number 4. The built-in camera. The most controversial change in a decade. Now, let's talk about the feature that's going to split the tech world in half. The camera. For almost 10 years, the Apple TV has looked the same, an unassuming little black box that hides in your TV stand, completely invisible. But multiple reports suggest Apple is actively testing an Apple TV 4K variant with a built-in camera, designed to sit more prominently near your TV. And yes, that means a camera pointed at your living room. Instantly, your privacy alarms go off. And they should. The idea of a camera in your primary living space is uncomfortable for a lot of people. But from Apple's point of view, this unlocks a wave of new experiences. Start with FaceTime. Right now, FaceTime on your TV is clunky. You either prop your iPhone against something, use a mount, or rely on continuity camera from a Mac or iPhone that's never quite in the perfect spot. With an integrated camera in the Apple TV, you sit on the couch, hit FaceTime, and you're instantly framed perfectly. Apple Center. Stage-style tracking can follow you if you move. Group video calls feel natural, like you're all actually sitting in the same room. But it doesn't stop at video calls. Combine that camera with the A17 Pro and Apple Intelligence, and suddenly you unlock entirely new ways of interacting with your TV. Imagine gesture controls. Wave your hand to pause playback. Swipe in the air to skip forward or backward. Raise your palm to mute. No remote. No hunting between couch cushions. Personalized presence detection. The Apple TV can recognize when you walk into the room and automatically switch profiles, adjust recommended content, or even resume what you were watching last night. Smarter workouts with Apple Fitness Plus. The camera can track your form, count reps, give real-time posture corrections, and adapt workouts on the fly based on your performance, all on the biggest, most visible screen in your home.